Hi, first grade. Guess what? Can you look behind me? Can you tell where I'm at? Yes, I'm in our classroom, which does not feel the same without you here. I'm missing you terribly, but I am so proud of what a great job you are doing at home with all of your learning. I'm so excited to see all of the great stuff you've done. I just actually, maybe 30 seconds ago, looked at a photo from Scarlett Veen and her mom, and I was so happy to see her doing work at home. Thank you so much for sending that to me. I love them, and I want to continue seeing them, so keep showing me all your great work. Hey, first grade, I wanted to let you know, let me show you actually in our classroom real quick. If you look in our class, you'll see that on your desk, your books from your cubbies are all on your desk, and here's why. Because this week on Thursday and Friday, your parents will have the opportunity to come to school and kind of like our drop-off line, or excuse me, our pickup line in the afternoon. They're going to have bags, though. Your parents are going to stay in the car instead of giving them you like we would normally in the afternoon. What we're going to do is give them a bag with all your books and stuff in it. I wanted to tell you, in that bag, you're also going to find April morning work. Parents, what you need to know about morning work is it's not mandatory. It's completely something that they do when they have extra time. But if those students finish their morning work and then it gets checked to make sure that it's done correctly, then they always get a treat for that. So I'm going to look for some really, really good treats so that when we come back to school, if you show me your morning work and it's complete, then I will have a great treat for you. Okay, are you guys ready? I have a joke for you. Why do rhinos have so many wrinkles? Why do rhinos have so many wrinkles? Did you make your 3 guesses? Okay, here goes. Because they're so hard to iron. They're hard to iron. Boys and girls, do you remember what an iron is? Have you seen one at your house? An iron is what your parents would use to iron their clothes to get the wrinkles out. I also want to tell you, if you send me a joke on a text or an email or a video, any of those things, then I'm going to put it on our video here, and I'll say, hey, this joke is from Ethan, let's say, and then I'll put it out there. So whoever sends me a joke, I will start putting those in our videos. First grade, I also wanted to show you, look at right here. Guess what day of school it is? That is right, it's the 140th day of school. Even though you're doing school at home, you're still doing school, so it still counts. What is 40 plus 40? Woo, sorry. Yes, 80. So we have 180 days of school, only 40 days left. Look, here's our 100 block. Tell your parents, if we took this apart, what would this equal? That is right, a whole bunch of itty-bitty ones. And then how many tens do we have? 4 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40. Do we have any ones? Nope, not in 140, but we still need that 0, the hero, because if we took that 0 out, we would have 14 and not 140. So 0, the hero, is super important. We're going to talk more about that. I wanted to show you one more thing, and that is Tuesday of this week, on your homework for Tuesday, you are going to start word problems. So I have a little word problem for you in math. First grade, tell your parents, do we have to be worried about word problems when we see them? No, of course we don't, because word problems are just math in sentences. Okay, are you ready to see mine? I need to be able to flip my thing, but here it is. It says, my word problem says, Scarlett has 29 stuffed animals. She gives 14 to Isaiah. How many does she have left? First grade, when you start your word problems on Tuesday, don't forget, we have done word problems before, so don't forget what we've learned. You are going to highlight, circle, or underline key information. You can highlight it if you want. You can circle it if you want, or you can underline it, because that key information is going to tell us what strategy to use. Because first grade, look I'm coming back to it. Am I adding or subtracting when I ask how many I have left? Well, Scarlett gave some away, so does she have less? Yes, so she must be subtracting. Okay, I can't wait to see how great you do at word problems. I'm coming back to my desk, because guess what I have since I'm back at school? Okay, are you ready to get comfy? Press pause, go get a blankie or pillows or your bean bag. Sorry that our bean bags here aren't good for you, but let's see what's happening with Geronimo Stilton. Remember, when we left off with Geronimo, they their ship got hit by a storm. Remember, they're on their way to find their treasure. Let's find out what happened, shall we? I'm starting right at the beginning of this chapter. Remember, I think we read maybe a paragraph of it. It's Goodbye Silk Pajamas. Remember, on chapter books, I don't always show the pages because there's not always pictures in chapter books on every single page. On this page, you can see there's a bird, but let's see what happens. Are you guys ready? Goodbye Silk Pajamas. Thea tried to review the situation. According to my calculations, we should be right near Treasure Island, she said. Then she pointed to a black and white. Remember in Geronimo Stilton how they like to do writing like that? A black and white dot in the sky. Let me put that there so you can see. Should I make it so you can see that at least? In the sky, a pelican. That means we're really close. Just then, Trap gave a loud shriek. I jumped. What is it? Do you always have to shout like that? I complained. I've got an idea, he squeaked in my ear. Then he grabbed the trunk handle, trying to lift the lid. What are you doing? Do you want to throw us back in the water? Trap was waving his arms around in the air. Why are you flapping your arms? I shouted at him. Are you going to tell us that we can fly now too? Trap kept waving excitedly. Remember what he says? Remember how he's going to write it kind of funny? Pajamas, belt, blue stripes, he cried. Finally, he managed to rip my comfy blue and white striped pajamas out of the trunk. Then he tore them into pieces. I really am a genius. I'm so clever, it frightens me at times, my cousin giggled. He was beginning to sound like a rat who'd eaten too many slices of American cheese. Well, just use this rag to make a sail. Rag? You call this a rag? I screamed. Those are my silk pajamas with silver buttons. They cost me a fortune. They have my initials embroidered in gold. Well, isn't that just like you to be so selfish? Trap sighed. We're talking about a treasure here, and you're worried about your pajamas? And then remember what Geronimo doesn't like? Geronimoid! You amaze me. I gnashed my teeth together. Don't call me Geronimoid. My name is Geronimo. Geronimo. Got it? There was nothing left to do now but rig up Trap's pajama sail and take off. We were all terribly thirsty. My tongue feels like it got stuck in the sandbox at Scrappertown Park, mumbled Trap. Let me just take a quick sip. Look, it's my Disneyland cup. Let me take a quick sip real quick. Okay. My tongue feels like it got stuck in the sandbox at Scrappertown Park, mumbled Trap. I would give anything for some what? Can you read it? Ice cream. Do you remember that ice cream parlor, the Icy Rat, the Icy Rat? The air conditioning in that place was always on full blast. You could freeze your fur off just waiting for your hot cheese sundae. And there's a picture of the hot cheese sundae. Sweat dripped down my snout. Why did Trap have to go on about ice cream? I was starting to have visions of cheddar cheese sugar cones floating in the water. The next morning, a peal of thunder shook the sky. I licked my snout, and it was covered with drops. Drops of water. The rain was pelting down like a jet of shower. I swallowed the drops that fell on my tongue. I was in mouse heaven. Thea and Trap danced their paws off. Then suddenly, as it came, the rain stopped. We hugged. Then, winding our tails together, we squeaked, friends together, mice forever. Oh, we're about to start a new chapter. Can you see them? What does it look like they're getting close to? Okay, first grade, I'm going to sign off until tomorrow. Great job on all your work. I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. I'm continuing to pray for you every day. Please remember to pray for each other just like we do when we take our 5 prayer requests every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.